hardcore criminals. You know, we took many people off the streets of Washington, D.C. They're hardcore. They're not going to be good. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 2 years, they're going to be criminals. They were born to be criminals, frankly. They were born to be criminals, and they're tough and mean, and they'll cut your throat, and they won't even think about it the next day. They won't even remember that they did it. And we're not going to have those people. Washington, D.C. is now a safe zone. It's a safe place.
That Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racist. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. Play cut 52.
Everywhere. The idea that people are saying, well, he was an extremist or he was a racist or he was a Nazi or a misogynist, whatever. Charlie Kirk was a mainstream conservative Republican. He had views that are held by tens of millions of people, including more than half the country in the last election.
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. It begs the question, when you see a black pilot, you wonder, you say, I hope they are qualified. And in the spirit of affirmative action, we have Ramon and Cadillac are your two pilots. They've never flown before, but they are black. If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action? I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously.
The war on white people continues.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. We are raising a generation of
Charlie Kirk. You can watch his memorial service and you could look at that, and a lot of evangelicals are like, oh, look at that. What a great man. And you can also begin to realize this truth, that just because it has the name of Christ doesn't mean it is the way of Christ. And we, as a collective, are going to continue, so long as this administration keeps continuing to insist on using Christ's name, using God's name, which I would argue they're using it in vain. That is the definition of using God's name in vain. As long as they continue to use God's name, we will, as a collective, continue to pull the curtain back and attempt to show our community and our world what this actually is. And what it is a co-opting and a hijacking of a beautiful movement that started years ago by a Nazarene, a brown-skinned Nazarene, not a white, Republican, gun-toting Jesus of the imagination of evangelicals. But I mean a brown-skinned Jesus, a revolutionary who flipped tables over in the temple and who actually was crucified by a merging of the Roman Empire and the specific areas of Judaism of their day. This Jesus, we're going to continue to try to show the world his way, his movement, and continue to expose what this administration is doing that Jesus would absolutely push against and never be a symbol for.
We turn around. This president is doing all he can to hurt us, to damage us, to intimidate us, to frustrate us, to upset us, to irritate us, to aggravate us, to anger us, to discourage us, to dampen us, to depress us, to dishearten us, to terrify us, to threaten us, to marginalize us, to exclude us, to diminish us, to silence us, to destroy us. And I want you to know he's even trying to erase us. Beloved, when you look at what's taking place in America, and when you look at how these ICE agents are coming in, they couldn't wear a COVID mask, but yet they'll wear masks when they come into our communities. They're